If a man can't spend $75 or $100 on a first date, he just...
Okay, a little different take from politics. I'm going to tackle this whole modern feminization. Ladies, let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a little story time. I met my husband on a chance going to New York visiting my sister, okay? Freshly divorced, had a 3-year-old son. And I met this man, and you want to know what our first date was? A cup of coffee. Best $5 cup of coffee I ever got. And I'm going to tell you, in June of this year, coming up, it'll be 18 years. I am fully convinced that these women like this modern feminists, are going to be 60 years old, living in a single wide with 50 cats, still thinking that men are the problem. Ladies, y'all need to figure out what you want. 1 minute, you want men. The next minute, I don't need no man. I'm a boss babe. Yes, queen. Like, you're just throwing out red flags everywhere. And second part of that is, your social media has nothing but red flags all over it. So if a man in today's society, which everything is swipe, 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 apparently, with these dumb dating apps, you guys put you who you are all over your pages. And all a guy got to do is go look at your social media and go, yeah, no thanks. It's a complete red flagathon going on with this whole modern feminist shit. 1 minute you want them, 1 minute you don't. How many videos do you see on this app of interviewers walking up to women going, do we need men? Oh, we don't need men. Men are stupid. Women power. We can do everything. You know, the last time I haven't seen many roofers on the road that are women. Men in this country make this country go around. And I mean, do all the jobs that women wouldn't be bothered to do on any given day. Our police, our military, our fire, our construction workers, our welders, our plumbers, our blue collar men, our farmers, ranchers, all of that. I'm not saying women can't do these jobs, but the majority of them are men. And I tell women that I know that are single that always ask me, you know, where the good men are. I'm like, you want to know where they are? Because you guys have a long list of expectations of has to make a certain amount of money, has to have a right car, has to dress a certain way, has to have a certain house. But what are you bringing to the table? Are you matching that energy? Or are they just supposed to shower you with gifts and love and attention, and just because you happen to show up in front of him one day? Because it's not that. You go up and ask a couple that's been together for 50, 60 years, what's the secret to it? You want to know what their answer always is? Friendship, laughter, communication, give and take. That's what comes down to a good, solid relationship. And I'm going to tell you, ladies, you want to know what guys that are constantly getting looked over are our blue-collar men. And I'm going to tell you from experience, these blue-collar men are the best husbands. And I'm not saying all of them. I'm sure there's plenty of bad dudes out there too. But I'm going to tell you, a good blue-collar man is where it's at. These men work their fucking asses off to get you whatever it is that you need. And I'm going to tell you, they're the best dating you possibly can. And they may have a little belly. They may have a little bit of a love handle. But are you a certain 10? Are you shredded? Because what you're bringing is what you're getting. That's how this works. Your guys' expectations are way up here, but you expect these men to just fawn all over you. But like, what are you bringing to the table? I'm going to tell you, when I met my husband, I was a little nervous because I make more money than he does. I'm a lot more financially secure. And a lot of guys are a little inferior of that. And you know what? He wasn't. But I am going to tell you this. This man is the hardest working man I have ever met. And anything that I need or want, it is done without a second guess. That man still opens my car door. He still holds my chairs out. And if we're walking down a sidewalk, I know which one side I'm going to be because his mother taught him that. And that's what I'm going to be teaching my son. Manners. You want to know where it starts? It starts with a good $5 cup of coffee, a good talk, communication. And listen, y'all know I'm a pretty feisty female, and listen, we fight good, but we also communicate and we talk through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And June, like I said, it's going to be 18 years. I firmly believe that modern feminists in social media has absolutely dissociated yourself with actually what men are looking for. And men have zero interest in this modern feminization shit. They see it and they're like, no thank you. What they're wanting is a female that's going to be their ride or die, that's going to respect them and stand next to them. That's what they want. And I tell you, you give that, these men will give you everything that they got and then some. Okay? But this is like, I keep seeing this over and over and over again. And these women, there's nothing wrong with being a boss babe. Listen, I've made a good living for myself for many years, but you know what I do? I respect him. He doesn't have to make the same kind of money that I make, but I respect the living shit out of my husband because that man will do everything in his power to make sure that my wants and needs are taken care of. And I mean, I could be on the side of the road and he will drop everything to come and make sure that I'm okay. And you want to know what I do in return? Encouraged him to go to school to become a firefighter. Encouraged him to train for a lieutenant. Encouraged him to open his first small business, which right now he's fucking killing it being a welder. So that is what we do. I support him. He supports me. That man built 2 of my 3 businesses for me. So, ladies, what I'm going to say is this whole modern feminization that you just feel like these men just need to give. What are you bringing to the table? Because a good, solid relationship comes with becoming friends first. And that's really it. And taking that $5 cup of coffee. It's not always about the money. Is he treating his son good? His kids good? Is he treating his mother good? These are qualities that you should be looking at, not how much he spends on you on a first date. So talking about setting the standards here, what are you bringing to the table? Because I'm going to tell you, this new age of modern feminism, men don't want any part of it. And I promise you, they don't want any part of it. They're wanting someone that's going to stand by their side and support them and lift them up and be there when their strength is lacking and be the actual queen to the king. My husband is the head of my household. I don't care if I make more money than him. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. He is the head of my household and he busts his ass every single day to make sure that I am taken care of and my son is taken care of. And they don't want this modern feminism shit because at the end of the day, no matter what you're telling yourself in your mirror, these men are just as important as we are, if not more important, because they are literally have the jobs that make this world go around. And if you're looking for these big, flashy men with the big trillions of dollars in the bank that got 18 models next to them, they're obviously someone that's going to want to settle down for the things that you want. I'm telling you, you want a good husband? Go find yourself a good blue-collar man, because in my opinion, those are the best ones out there to go with. So, I find this really sad that a lot of young girls are being led down this stray of, well, if he's not spending $100, $200 on your first date, he's not worth shit. I'm gonna tell you, 18 years later, that $5 cup of coffee was the best decision I ever fucking made in my life. Okay? So take the $5 date. You never know what's gonna come in the end. And I'm gonna tell you, they don't want none of this. They don't want this modern feminization at all. It just says red flag to them. Okay? Don't listen to people like this on the internet, ladies. I'm telling you right now, it's a give and take. A good, solid relationship is a good give and take relationship. And how he treats people around him is how you should be paying attention to it. Okay? And for all the blue collar men out there, I see you. I see you. Good talk.